Well, here we are down here at Dog Beach. We're almost by Seal Beach. That's over there, way over there. But different spot. Out on the bike. Got the red Scatante today. Bad Mama Jamma also. Same brand as the one I had yesterday. It's carbon fiber race bike. It's pretty quick. Bad bike. Paid about $800 for that. Also, I don't have my selfie stick because it's broke. Well, I guess I could hold it. Maybe that's what I'll do. Here, I'm gonna put you down for just a minute here. Okay. Since I've been sitting here, two pretty good looking women have sat next to me. Whoa. The lady just almost ate it on her bike over there. She's older, but she ain't bad looking. But anyways, off subject. Get my selfie stick here. This is a cool spot, man. I'm like literally on the beach here. So here we are. And this is what's up. I'm out here again. I got one more day tomorrow off, and then it's back to the grind. I'm not kind of dreading it really. I like my time off. I'm having a good time, but it's also making me realize how much of my life I'm spending reporting to a job. You know, that kind of a job. But I am getting by, surviving pretty good, so I can't complain too much. I mean, there's lots of people out there that are working a lot more hours than me and do a lot less complaining. But you know what? It is what it is. It's just making me think of like things I might want to change in my future so I can free myself from being a slave so much. The older I get, it seems like the more I'm not willing to want to miss out on my days, because the older you get, the more you realize your days are numbered. You don't have that cushion of youth like I once had, you know. You don't realize it when you're younger though. You know, I didn't. I'm gonna flip you around, but you can still hear me. So, you know, such is life, right? Gotta work. I don't have to. I mean, if I wanted to really make a move, I could sell all my shit, get rid of all my shit, sell my place, take my money, whatever I have, and just live, you know, whatever, not worry about it. I could do that, but that's a pretty large leap into the unknown. What I doubt it can't be that bad, really. I try to weigh the pros and cons of having my own place, and it just keeps coming back to like the place being a kind of an anchor, because I own it, and then if I want to leave, I have to sell it. you know, and I don't really want to rent it out because I don't trust people to take care of it and not burn it to the ground for me, you know. So I don't know. I'm pretty happy with my current situation, but I feel like I could be a lot happier if I did something that where I don't have to slave to a damn job for year after year after year if I don't want to, you know. Because I had a taste of life for a few years without having to work. I didn't have no money, but I had all day to do exactly what I'm doing right now, and it's pretty damn nice, and I miss this. I really miss this, man. You know? I couldn't do this though if I had someone else relying on me, like a kid or a wife or something. Or I don't know. Not so much a wife, but like children, you know. You got to make sure you give them the things they need. You know, if I had an old lady, a wife, whatever, girlfriend, she would have to be the type of woman that would just do what I want to do, pretty much. And that's, you know, I think the hardest part about all of it is just having some comfort besides being out where you want to be, like out here. You got to have some comfort to go home to, and that's the trick. Wow, that's a sick bike. Wow. Anyways, you know, I almost feel like I'm ready to retire, but I can't. You know, I feel like I'm at the age where a lot of people are thinking about retiring, and I'm thinking about it, but it's not realistic because I'm not going to have any income if I do that. And I don't have money saved up that I can live on for years, you know? Especially in California when everything sucks all your money up as fast as you make it, you know? Because it's so damn expensive here. But this is why it's expensive, because look at this. This beach is the reason why everything's expensive in Orange County and LA. But you know, if you go somewhere else where there's not bitchin' beaches like this, the jobs don't pay as much either. So it's like the same thing wherever you go, pretty much. The cost of living is a lot less. You're probably gonna make less in that area. It's all the same. So you might as well just be where it's bitchin' like this, you know? That's the way I look at it. And if I didn't have a job and I didn't have a place to live, to sleep, this place ain't gonna kill you. You know what I mean? I'm not saying I want to be a freaking vagrant or a bum. I'm just saying the worst case scenario, your environment's gonna be pretty decent and you're gonna be okay, you know, regardless of what you do. But for now, for the near future, I'm just gonna be a slave like most people. I don't like it, not happy about it, but it is what it is. It's keeping me going for now. Although I don't feel totally like happy with everything because I'm just surviving like most people. I'm sure a lot of people feel the same way. I'm just saying, man, I'm not complaining here. I'm just speaking my mind, you know. Numbing. Kind of dreading going back to work because I just know, you know, the job I have, it wasn't like it is now when I first started there. It wasn't as regimented out and like freaking micromanaged. It's not micromanaged, but it's like halfway there. It wasn't like that when I first started there for the first couple of few years, actually. It's not till like a year ago it started buckling down on everybody, and it took what little fun there was in the job, kind of took it out of it, you know, and some technology things they added took some of the freedom out of it and the fun, and it's just not what it used to be, my job. Although it's still one of the easiest jobs in the world, but I'm just saying, it's not what it used to be. It's not as cool as it used to, not as fun. I mean, jobs aren't supposed to be fun per se, but they shouldn't be dreadful either, you know, and the jobs become kind of dreadful just because of the things they've changed on the way we're supposed to perform our job and how much we're supervised and blah, blah, blah. You know, it took some of the freedom away, took some of the fun out of it, took some of this and that out of it. It's just not what it used to be. Yeah, I'm probably sounding like I'm complaining, but I'm just kind of like, you know, really enjoying my time off, and it makes me miss being able to do this, you know? It's so nice out here, man. I don't want to go back. I don't want to go. I want to stay. I want to do this every day. Damn it. That's my life goal, man. That's my life goal. Okay? To be able to do this every day, because this will never get old. To do this every day and still have a decent place to go back to. That's the goal. Okay? That's a hard thing to do, man, here in California, to be able to do those two things, all right? If you can do that, you got it pretty much handled, you know? You know, that's Long Beach over there. This is considered Dog Beach right here. So, Seal Beach is way down there. Okay, that's Long Beach over there, them buildings right there. That's Long Beach. That dome you see right there, that's the Spruce Goose, right next to the Queen Mary. The Spruce Goose is under that dome right there. That white dome that you can see right there. Right there. There. That white dome was the Spruce Goose. Alright, focus. Oh man, what happened to my camera here? It's not wanting to focus. Here, let me try this. Hey, what's up? Let's go back to where the scenery's better. There we go. There it is. So that's the Spruce Goose out there. Queen Mary's right next to it. I think it's the Spruce Goose. I don't know. They might have moved the Spruce Goose, and it might be something else now, that white dome. It's been a long time since I've checked it out. But that's Seal Beach way down there. Okay, down over there. Right here where we're at is Dog Beach, considered Huntington Beach right here. Okay. We have all kinds of dogs out there. We have little ones, big ones, human ones. You know. Down there is the Huntington Beach Pier. And I'm sitting here at this neat little area. Check this out, man. Look at this spot. I could sit here every day, okay? Little island right here, okay? My own little island. You got pretty girls running by. You got the ocean on one side, pretty girls on the other. I mean, come on, man. Come on. You know what I'm saying? Look at that. Yeah, man. This is where it's at. Love it. You got the cool air coming off the ocean pretty much at all times. And I could sit here all day, right here in my own little world, all day. And it won't cost me a penny, okay? I'm just saying, all right? So, today is my Saturday. Okay, today's my Saturday, and Tomorrow's my Sunday. And then, you know what? Back to the frickin' grind. Well, there's one thing I don't like about vacation is having to go back to work. That part sucks. Especially when I've had such a nice time off. I probably made it too nice for myself, and that's why I'm dreading going back to work, man. Because I've done this every day for more than half of my time off. Drinking this stuff. But see, you gotta work if you want this stuff. So it is what it is. I am complaining. I'll admit it. I'm complaining, but it is what it is. I gotta get it out. You know, at least it kind of makes me realize what I want to do with myself. You know, maybe if I can find some way to make money where I can have more time off and be able to do this more often and other things that I like to do, that would be awesome. But I got a 13-mile ride back, 26-mile ride today. So I got quite a long ride back. I'm gonna just chill out and enjoy hanging out right here. And happy Thursday to everybody. You know, appreciate y'all stopping by. And I'm just loving it out here. So I'm gonna get into my zone for a while, saddle up, head back, and see what happens. So thank you for stopping by. I do appreciate it. And y'all have a fantastic day, and we'll check you later. All right? See ya.